All right. Welcome back, everybody, to grass tennis preparations. We're back. We've got Draper Lehetra coming up in about 15 minutes. Eala's taking on Sonmez in the qualies of Eastbourne. So all the Eala fans out there that were thought we're going to have a week off because I didn't think she was playing. Yeah, she's back. So we're back. We are back. Thanks for covering Eala. No worries. You are welcome. And then we've got Alcaraz coming on after Draper. So stay tuned. Also, whatever's happening over in matches over in Berlin, we'll keep an eye on, and Halle as well. 1 second. We got my tea. All right. So here we go. We've also got qualies going on over in Eastbourne, Mallorca. We'll keep an eye on those as well. Because there are some interesting names in those qualies. I think I just saw Azarenka playing qualifiers. It's crazy. Which is absolutely crazy. Imagine watching qualifiers. Wow. Imagine being so catty that you have to say something like that. Imagine you watching me watch qualies. That's even worse. Thanks for watching, Eala. Hope she wins today. Do you think she will win? I think she should win. I haven't watched Sonmez before, so we're going to learn a lot about her as well. But I think Eala should win. She's been pretty good on the grass. Thank you, Wormo. Appreciate it. It's warm. It's been freezing in Melbourne today. So here we are. Eala beat Sonmez in the ITF's events. Okay, there you go. Sonmez did win a title last year. Okay. Cam's doing a lot for tennis. Yeah, I mean, look. I could have watched nothing today, but I decided that I would watch more than we can handle. I could have just sat back and watched movies all day, really. I was feeling really relaxed. But I also know how important today is, so that's why we're watching so much tennis. So here we are. What time does Alex play? Alex playing now. She's coming on right now. So we will keep an eye out. Sam.
I'm just curious why you watch every Eala match.
We watch Eala matches, and I've explained this a couple of times already this week. We watch Eala matches because a lot of people want to watch her, right? So if there's a lot of people that want to watch her, and a lot of people that subscribe to the channel want to watch her. So if I know there's a lot of players that people want to watch, but people that want to watch Eala more than want to watch Zverev, right? So I've got an obligation for those people, but also my job is to get people to watch more tennis. So if there's a lot of people watching one player, if it's Raducanu, Osaka, Fonseca, Alcaraz, Sinner, Djokovic, we watch Djokovic play qualifiers and people ask me, why are we watching this match? Who cares? Because it's Djokovic. We have to watch Djokovic, right? If there's a lot of people wanting to watch players, we watch them because I hope, and somebody said this in the last stream, that they watched the Sabalenka match because they started watching Eala, but then they started watching more tennis, is to get those people that watch Eala to watch, well, they're going to watch Draper because we're watching him as well. So it's my goal to try and get those people to keep them here. And to watch other matches and not just watch Eala and then disappear, because turn people into tennis fans. That's my job. And we've done it with so many players in the past. It's just that I guess people have a problem with Eala, so people kick up a stink about it. They're like, oh, why are we watching Eala? There's 500 people here and she hasn't even started. This is a qualifying match, so obviously she's got fans. And my goal is to try and get those fans to then watch Queen's Club, Halle, Berlin, Wimbledon, not just Eala. Because if Eala loses in the first round of Wimbledon, which hopefully she won't, but if she does, all those people are going to disappear, So I want to try and get them to stay. And that's how you promote the sport. So that is why we watch Eala. Samsonova. Prediction.
Samsonova prediction today, please.
I think Samsonova's going to win. Sam.
Respect.
No worries. It's the same reason we watch Raducanu. I mean, people think that we only watch Eala. We watch every Raducanu match too, for the same reason. To get Raducanu fans to stick around. They might come to watch Raducanu, but they stay to watch other players, or they hear about Raducanu, but then they stay. Same with other players like Alcaraz before he got big, or Sinner, or Fonseca right now. Same thing. They come for the one player, but they stay for the sport. That's my job. Part of my job. And also, I do like watching Eala. It's not like I'm like watching her being like, this is a chore. Like, I like watching how she plays. I think she's going to be fun to watch, and it'll be really fun to see if she does go on to fulfill the potential and climb the rankings. It's going to be fun to watch that. Everyone watched Miami, right? We all watched that. But to watch her rise, even through the qualies and through the challenges, like, it'd be really fun to see her do well, All right. I think she's serving first. We do have Draper Lehechka coming on in about 10 minutes as well. Sam.
Have you noticed a big growth in Filipino audience from watching her?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of new people from the Philippines in the chat, for sure. And like I said, it's fun because there have been people that, even in literally the last stream, someone said, I've watched Eala, but now I'm watching Sabalenka, right? That's awesome. That's what I want. That's what I want from, watching Eala, to get those people to keep watching. So it's definitely, we've seen a massive growth in Filipino viewers for sure. But also, there's been crossover. There's been players that people have stuck around for, Coco Gauff. It's great. A lot of new tennis fans, coming through with Eala. So it's, again, it's my job to try, as a promoter of the sport, is part of my job, along with editor and, janitor, is to educate those people who are coming to the sport because they've never watched tennis before, but they know Eala's from the Philippines and they might be Filipino and they want to follow somebody. So again, part of my job is teaching new people what tennis is and how it works, and showing them other players. Hopefully they, like I said, stick around for those players. Just watch your other stream. Ransom's a really good movie. Gary Sinise is a bad guy. Yeah, don't give it away. But yeah, I've seen it. Mel Gibson was born in Westchester, New York, the next town over from me. Nice. All right. Here we go. Do you think Draper Lehechka goes 3? Yes. Last favorites were Edberg and Ennen. Then I watched in general. Now Eala's my favorite. There you go. All right. Eala's going to serve first against Sonmez. First round of Eastbourne. She did play qualies last week. She qualified. And then decided to take on someone who I think made the final. Did Lynette make the final? Or is she in the final today? Or is it tomorrow? Sorry, is she in the semifinals today, Lynette? So she lost to Lynette, and Lynette is currently losing, but she is playing right now. So yeah. So it's funny because Eala's last 3 losses on grass, or the only 3 losses, she's lost to the person who's made the semifinals or better at those particular events. So not a bad grass season when you're losing to the eventual finalist or semifinalist. All right, who you got winning this one? I'm going to go Eala because I don't know much about Sonmez, but that's all part of the learning experience when we watch players that we're not used to watching. Sorry, Chad, I've mixed up the scores. Hang on. Like I said, Draper versus Lehechka's coming on as well, so stay tuned. Into the backhand into the forehand of Sonmez. Forehand from Eala. Into the backhand of Sonmez. Is Eala forehand again. Into the forehand of Sonmez. Is Eala forehand crossing the net. It's 15-all. Sorry, 15-30. Yeah, Lynette's down to going down at the moment for against Yastrzemska. A set and a break. 15-30. As we get a serve. There's a fault. Second serve. Serve to the backhand of Eala. Backhand from Eala to the forehand of Sonmez. Sonmez in the net. 30-all. 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 As we return now to the forehand of Eala. Backhand from Sonmez is a winner. 30-40. Sonmez with a break point. Oh, man. 1 second, chat. All right. We get the deuce. Thank you, Chad. Thank you. All right, we get the deuce. We'll start the match with Draper and Lehechka after this game. As we backhand now to the backhand of Eala. Forehand from Sonmez into the forehand of Eala as Sonmez goes long, and it's advantage Eala. Advantage Eala. As Eala serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. As the forehand goes into the backhand of Sonmez. Sonmez puts it away. And we get the deuce. You know what another thing, chat, is that, and I know, like, I don't need to convince you, but another thing that I've loved about watching Eala and watching the lower, we don't get a chance. It's very rare we get a chance to watch qualies, right? Or we get to watch challenges, right? Because there's so much going on at the moment, we just don't have time. But it's been nice watching Eala play against players that we usually wouldn't watch, right? We don't get to watch Sonmez because she's not the top of the tree. Unless she plays someone in the top of the tree, we don't get to watch her that often. We don't get to watch Fruhvirtova that much. We don't get to watch Marino that much, right? So it's been nice to actually have an opportunity to watch players that we usually don't get a chance to see because we've got to watch the big players and we're watching so many matches. But adding Eala to like a must-watch kind of schedule, it's given Sonmez a chance to be recognised. It's given players that we wouldn't usually be talking about. So that's something. It's a weird kind of education that I didn't know I needed. You know what I mean? Like I'm learning a lot more about players that we wouldn't usually watch, but because of Eala, we're watching them. So, and that goes out by Eala and it's deuce. So it's been cool to actually watch Eala, but then watch her opponents because she's not playing against top 10 players or top 20 players every week. She's playing against players outside the top 100 that we get to learn about a bit more. Because if Sonmez beats Eala today, for example, and then goes on and plays against someone at Wimbledon, we will know about Sonmez because we would have seen her already, right? So we just broaden our minds. As backhand on the stretch from Eala goes into the backhand of Sonmez. Eala gets the point though. Sonmez hits it out. Advantage Eala. So it's been a cool, it's unexpected education, by watching Eala play the lower events. It's given myself a better insight into players we wouldn't usually watch, Advantage Eala, still first game. There's a return from Sonmez in the net. Eala wins the first game, and it's 1-0 Eala. All right, let's start the Draper matchup. Draper Lehechka kicking it off in Queens. And then we've got Alcaraz coming on after that. We've got Zverev coming up against Medvedev in an hour. We've got other matches happening that I can't remember. But we've got plenty of tennis today. Busy, busy, busy day. Busy day. I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow because the finals tomorrow are going to be brutal. It's going to be a tough day tomorrow. I don't know if we'll watch Berlin. I don't know because the Berlin final, I don't know. Anyways, hey, what's going on, Draper fans? Draper versus Lehechka. And then the winner plays Alcaraz or Bautista Agut in the final. So they're going to play later. But tomorrow's final. We're going to watch the Queen's Club final. Unless it's, Lehechka RBA, if it becomes that final, we'll see what we do. But, if Draper or Alcaraz is in the final, we'll definitely watch the final of the Queen's Club. I feel like the Halle final, we kind of have to watch Medvedev or Zverev in the final because Medi winning his first title in forever or Zverev winning Halle, those are big deals, right? Vondi, hopefully they schedule it so we can watch Vondrousova play the final tomorrow as well, so we can add that in. I don't know what's going on with this. Also, I think the first round of next week's events start tomorrow too, so we've got to wait for that and see what happens there too. Because there could be matches in, Bad Homburg that we have to watch, or somewhere in Eastbourne or whatever. So we got to. Tomorrow could be busy. All right, love 15 as Eala returns in the forehand of Sonmez. Drop shot is good, but Eala gets there and hits it in the net. 15-all. So it is a hectic time. All right, 15-all. Sonmez serves. Serve into the forehand of Eala. Return. Nope. By the way, Lehechka is no joke. Can we just say that? Lehechka is no joke. All right, 15:30. Chance for Eala to break. Sonmez serves. Into the forehand, but it's a fault. Second serve. 15:40, double fault. All right, Sonmez serves another fault, second serve. Serve in the backhand of Eala, but Eala hit it out. 30-40, one saved. (30-40). Seven to the backhand of Eala. Return goes out, and it's deuce. All right, we get the deuce. Sonmez serves. Serve now to the backhand of Eala. Into the backhand of Sonmez. Eala backhand to the forehand of Sonmez. Into the forehand of Eala. Sonmez forehand again to the forehand of Eala. Into the backhand of Sonmez on the stretch. But it goes long and it's advantage Eala. Advantage Eala. Sonmez serves another fault, second serve. Serving the backhand of Eala. For now from Sonmez is a winner, and we get to deuce. All right. Draper and Lehechka are on the court practicing or about to practice. Sonmez wins the point. Advantage Sonmez. Advantage Sonmez to get on the board. Sabalenka was undefeated in semi-finals this year. Jeez. Crazy. All right. Sonmez holds 1-0. Did I watch the Andy Roddick interview with Agassi? No, not yet. No, I have not. I've been watching so much tennis that I just don't want to watch all the tennis. I've been watching so much that I just need a break off when I'm off stream. I will watch the interview eventually, but I just don't have the time or the energy. I don't want to watch it and not pay attention to it. I don't want to just have it on and be like, oh, I can't be bothered. Because, like, tennis fatigue is a thing. I know it's amazing, and I will watch it eventually. But I just haven't had the time to... Because it's like an hour and a half, right? I didn't watch the Rafa interview straight away either. I think I took a couple of days to watch that because it's just been a full-on couple of months. And this week's been full-on. Maybe next week when it's less crazy. Hopefully. Backhand goes in from Sonmez into the backhand of Eala. Sonmez forehand into the backhand again of Eala. Into the backhand of Sonmez. Eala with the forehand into the backhand again. Sonmez. Eala forehand to the forehand of Sonmez. There's Eala with a pass. Sonmez hits it in the net though, and it's 30-love. I feel you on the no energy. Yeah. Yes, there's been a lot going on. Last week was supposed to be a week off, but everybody played, so we watched. This week is always going to be busy. Next week, I would have loved to do nothing, but we've got like so many players to watch next week. And then, but again, straight after Wimbledon, I'm disappearing. So the week after Wimbledon, you will not see me. Not like last year where we had to watch Rafa. We had Rafa week. After Wimbledon, I'm out. I am out. We all need to have a week off, I think. By that time, we're just going to be all like, just got to process what happened. Like French Open, Wimbledon, everything else. Like, relax, figure it out. We got 2 weeks off until Canada starts, so that's good. Anyways, 40 love Eala. Yeah, after Wimbledon, there's a bunch of clay court events. Washington, but on the women's side, again, clay court events, Washington. So yeah, there's probably like 2 weeks there where we're just gonna take 2 weeks off, I reckon. 2-1 Eala. You need a break too, Cam. Hope you get a rest for one and fully recharged. Yeah, that's the plan. So we'll see how it goes. All right, 2-1 Eala. Hey, Dim, thank you for the $2. Appreciate it. 2 weeks. Well, I can't promise 2 weeks because I have no idea who is playing after Wimbledon. Because obviously it depends on who plays too. But I'm pretty sure most of the big guns aren't going to play. Like, I'd be shocked if we saw... I mean, most players don't play Canada. So I'm sure after Wimbledon, some players are going to take 3 weeks off. Like, I'm talking about... When I say some players, I'm talking about the big guns, right? There's a possibility, like someone like a Casper Ruud or someone like a Rublev or maybe Eala. I don't know what her moves are after Wimbledon. There's obviously possible matches after Wimbledon, but the plan is like post Wimbledon. I don't want to watch anything. I want to just switch off for a couple weeks. All right, Draper to serve first. Who you got, chat? I'm going to go Draper in 3. I want Draper Alcaraz. We didn't get Rune or Alcaraz today, so I want Draper Alcaraz tomorrow. All right. Love 15, by the way. Eala wins the first point. Draper serves a fault, second serve. Serving the backhand of Lehechka. 4-0 from Draper down the line in the net. Love 15. As Sonmez hits a smash. 15-0. Ruud probably won't even play Wimbledon. Yeah, but he probably play after Wimbledon because he always plays the clay after Wimbledon. Always. Always plays those clay court events. All right, 15-0 as Draper serves an ace. 15-0. Draper serves. Another ace, 30-15. So 15-30, Eala a chance to get the break here. Was it after Miami Open that Eala started to play a lot of the top 100? Well, she got in the top 100 after Miami, yeah. All right. Eala hits the return in and she gets a break point. 15-40. Eala to take the break in the first set here. $30 Draper in trouble already. All right, 15-40. Sonmez serves. As Eala hit a return winner. All right, Eala breaks 3-1. 3-1. Three to 1. All right, Draper in trouble, 30-all. And he hits a forehand long. Breakpoint for Lehechka, 30-40. All right. All right. Break for Lehechka to start off. Sorry, Chad, I was just checking something. One love Lehechka. He gets the break. What's in my cup? Just tea. Nothing fancy. All right, 30 love Eala. As Eala gets a point, 40 love. Very windy over in Queen's Cup, by the way. Also, Chad, there is a chance that we might watch Zverev Medvedev. It kind of depends on this Eala match. If Eala beats Sonmez in the next 45 minutes to an hour, we might join the Zverev match late, but we could still watch Zverev versus Medvedev. It just depends on how long this match goes. So for those who are here for Zverev Medvedev and going, can we watch it? We can't watch 3 matches at once. I can't do that. It's physically impossible. Well, it's not impossible, but it's also pretty shitty. Like, trust me. 3 matches at once, it sucks. But if Eala can win this match relatively quickly, we could definitely watch it. We might get a little bit late to Zverev, but we can watch, like, Zverev and Medvedev is not going to be a quick match anyway. So we might miss the first half of a set maybe, and join it late. But yeah, we might be able to watch it. All right, 40-15. As Eala looks to go to 4-1. That was the chair. Also 30 love Lehechka. As we serve to the backhand of Sonmez. Some backhand from Eala to the forehand of Sonmez. Eala backhand to the forehand of Sonmez on the stretch. Sonmez in the net. 4-1 Eala. She takes the lead. All right, 30-15 Lehechka to consolidate that break. All right, 40-15. As Lehechka serves again. A fault. Second serve. The return goes to forehand of Lehechka. Draper on the stretch with a forehand to the backhand of Lehechka. Lehechka gets a winner. 2 love Lehechka. Solid start. 2 love. To love. As Draper serves. An ace down the tee. 15 love. Also love 15. Sonmez hits it out. All right, serve goes in. The forehand from Sonmez, the backhand of Eala, and then she comes in the volley with Eala and puts it away. And it's love 30. Eala to get the double break. Is it still 2 rounds of qualities? Yeah. So if Eala wins this match, she will take on... She'll take on Baptiste, who is the number 1 seed in the quali. So that's not going to be easy. Baptiste has also been really good at times this year as well. So Eala winning this is not a sure thing to get into the main draw. Now, if she does win this match and she loses to Baptiste, she could still get a lucky loser because sometimes, these last-minute tournaments, players pull out. So, I mean, this tournament's got Kazatkina, Krejcikova, Ostapenko, Kenin, Linette, Stearns, Raducanu, Shrimkova. There's a possibility Raducanu, I mean, she's playing, but she has an injury. Linette's playing really well this week. Does she want to play next week? I don't know. There are opportunities that might present themselves, but she has to win this match. If she loses first-round qualies, you won't get a lucky loser. It doesn't really happen at all. The lucky loser goes to the first-round quali loser. 30-40. But yeah, Baptiste is tomorrow, and that's going to be tough. I mean, Baptiste had a really solid win today, and she's been really good this year. All right, 30-40. Chance for a double break, Eala. Also 30-all. Lehechka, a chance for a double break. Sonmez serves a fault second serve. Serve in the backhand of Eala. Return goes in the backhand of Sonmez. Eala forehand into the backhand of Sonmez, who puts it in the net. And there's a double break. 5-1 Eala. 5-1. Yeah, Baptiste is the top seed. And we've watched Baptiste a few times this year, and she's been pretty good. We watched her play Osaka, and I think we watched her play somebody else during the year as well. Have a look. Draper holds, by the way, and it's 2-1 Lehechka. So we watched her play Osaka, twice. We watched Osaka in Miami, and we watched her play Osaka in Auckland. Both matches were tough, so we've watched her a couple of times this year. 15 love. Eala serving for the set. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Serving at the back end of Sonmez. Eala goes the forehand of Sonmez as Eala backhand down the line. Sonmez can't get it. 30 love. 30 love. As Eala serves again. As the return goes into the forehand of Eala. Forehand from Sonmez goes wide. 40 love. Eala to take the first set in like 20 minutes. I mean, it's been quick. Been a quick first set. Served on the tee. Is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Sorry, the first serve was a let. Second serve was a fault. Third serve. Serving to the forehand of Sonmez. Return the net. There's the first set. Eala, 6-1. 6-1 Eala. In, like I said, like 20 minutes. 25 minutes. Super quick set. Why are you giving commentary only about ladies' match? This is very bad. because they're playing as well. I mean, we're just getting started with Lehechka Draper is 2-1. It's just we'll focus on that now more though. So the way it works is we have 2 matches on at the same time, but then I'll watch Eala at the end of the first set because she's about to win it, so that's an important moment. And then Draper, he just started though, so it's like 2-1. So there's not much to speak of yet. But Lehechka, now that you know what I mean? Does that make sense? 40-15. As Lehechka serves. And ace down the tee. All right, 3-1 Lehechka. He keeps the break. All right, 3-1 Lehechka. Draper serves a fault. Second serve. As a return goes into the forehand of Draper. Backhand now from Lehechka into the forehand of Draper. Draper in the net. And it's love 15. All right. Sonmez serving first in the second. Nice serve from Draper out wide. 15-all. As Draper serves down the tee. Another ace. 30-15. 30-15. Draper serves again. Fault. Second serve. And then Draper double faults. 30-all. Still a chance here for a double break for Lehechka. 30-all. As Draper survives. 40-30. As Draper serves into the forehand of Lehechka. Return into the forehand of Draper. Lehechka backhand lob. Goes in the net and Draper holds. 3-2 Lehechka with the break. Draper hanging on. — 15-30. Zeko's the net by Sonmez. 15-40. Break point for Eala. First game of the second. Serving to the back end of Eala. Four now from Sonmez in the net. There's the break. Eala. Set a break. All right. Set and a break. Setting a break for Eala. And Draper still down, but he's only down a break. Bublik wins Halle, he'll be seated at Wimbledon. I think so, yeah. I'm pretty sure. All right, Eala with the set and the break in the second. All right, 15 love. As Eala serves again. As Eala serves in the back of Sonmez. Then Eala goes down the line. Sonmez slices it back, but Eala with the backhand cross. Sonmez passing shot wide, 30 love. As Lehech gets a 15 love. Is your dog snoring? Yes, my dog is snoring. All right, 30 love. As Lehechka gets the 30 love as well. $30 love. As Lehechka serves again. And then an ace from Lehechka, 40 love. $40 love. As Lehechka holds, 4-2. He's not giving that break back. All right, 4-2 Lehechka. All right, and 2 love Eala. She's up a set and a break. 4-2 Lehechka, though. Draper running for the drop shot, but the drop shot's too good by Lehechka. Love 15. Love 15. Okay. 15-0. Can you stream Zverev Medvedev if Eala match is over early? Yeah. We will. If Eala wins this match in the next 30 minutes, we'll definitely watch Zverev Medvedev. Well, they only faced 1 break point for the tournament? Wow. All right. Love 30 Eala. Chance for a double break. Whoops. All right. Love 30. As Sonmez serves a fault second serve. As Sonmez backhand into the backhand of Eala. Forehand from Sonmez into the slice of Eala. Sonmez forehand again to the backhand of Eala. Eala in the net. 15-30. And Draper's got 40-15. Who's winning Halle since Sinner is out? Probably... I would love Bublik to win, to be honest. Bublik to beat like Zverev in the final would be kind of cool. Like, what a great week for Bublik, right? He would have beaten 4 top 10 guys in the last 3 weeks. Like, I would love that. But I'd also like Medvedev to win. I mean, Medvedev winning would be great, just to see him get a title after 2 years. Break that kind of drought would be cool. Zverev winning would be interesting, because I don't know if many people are considering Zverev like a Wimbledon chance. But if Zverev gets to the final of Stuttgart and then wins Halle, shit, that's pretty damn good. I mean, that's a good run. That's a lot of good tennis, and that's a lot of grass court wins before Wimbledon, which most players don't have. So I mean, does that make Zverev a top contender? I don't know, maybe, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. 30-all here as Eala hits a slice wide, and it's 40-30 Sonmez. Draper hanging on by the way. Let's just do it this break though. All right, 40-30. Sonmez tries to get on the board. Sonmez serves. Oh, sorry, it's deuce. She gets the deuce. Sonmez serves. Eala returns it back into Sonmez. Eala with the forehand of the stretch. Sonmez hits the table, went over. She got a little lucky. And she gets to advantage. All right. Advantage Sonmez as the return goes back into Sonmez. Back in now from Eala into the slice of Sonmez. As Eala forehand. Nope, Sonmez hit it out, but back to deuce. Back to deuce. Are we watching the Alcaraz match after? Yeah. Hey, MJ, thank you for the 5 gifted. Appreciate that. Thank you for the 5 gifted. All right, Sonmez serves again. Oh, and Sonmez is down. Eala hit a return winner, but Sonmez, she slipped like forward. She's all right. She's stretching at her leg, though. That was a dangerous fall. Advantage Eala. That was a nasty fall. But she's all right. All right, advantage. Advantage Eala to get the double break. As Sonmez serves a fault. Second serve. As return goes down the line to the forehand of Sonmez, but Eala hit it out. We're back to deuce. No worries. Thank you, MJ. I appreciate that. Congrats to those who got the membership. All right. 15-30. Chance for Draper to break back. As Leheshka serves. An ace out wide. 30-odd. $30-odd. Yeah, Sonmez holds 2-1. And another good serve by Lehechka, 40-30. 40-30. Has a bit of fault from Lehechka. Second serve. And the return goes in the front of Lehechka. Draper with a pass goes wide, and Lehechka 5-3. 5-3 Lehechka. WTA is for women. Yeah, the women play WTA. That is correct. You are correct. And the ATP is for the men. They play the ATP. All right, Draper serves. To stay in the set here. Serve is an ace from Draper. 15 love. Love. Eala with the set the break. Draper trying to hang on. Draper serves again. 30 love here as he serves a fault second serve. Second serve, Draper. Into the forehand of Lehechka. Forehand from Draper is a winner. 40 love. Going to make Lehechka serve for the set. All right, 40 love Draper. As he serves a fault, second serve. As it a backhand now to the forehand, Lehechka, but Lehechka can't get it. Draper has the game, but it's 5-4. Lehechka's going to serve for the set. All right, 30-15. Eala trying to keep this break. As the backhand return goes into the net from Sonmez, 40-15. Do you think Draper could ever win a slam? He's obviously not yet the same as level as Sinner and Alcaraz. Yeah, but you don't need to be Sinner or Alcaraz to win a slam. Like, he doesn't have to be... In a world of Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, we had Cilic, right? We had Medvedev, team. They weren't Sinner and Alcaraz on that level. So you don't have to be... Draper doesn't have to be at that level consistently to be there. He just has to be good enough and get to the later rounds, right? And play well when there's the opportunity, right? I mean, we know a lot of players, but is that Bon Jovi? Bon Jovi's at Queen's Club. Did I tell you the story about Bon Jovi, the baseball, when I saw him and they started playing the tune? It was a Yankees game. It was in New York. But yeah, he doesn't need to be as good as them. He just needs to be as good as them when he plays them. But he doesn't have to be on that level to win a slam. Like, they're going to have times off when they're not going to play as well and they might lose. And it is Bon Jovi. He's wearing a pink hat. John Bon Jovi in the house chat. All right, 3-1 by the way, Eala. So yeah, like Draper's level is high enough to get to the stages where Grand Slams are won. And then it's whether or not he can play against Alcaraz or Sinner, or if he even has to, because sometimes Grand Slams are won by not having to play those guys. You know, there could be an opportunity, right? So yeah, I think Draper will win a slam. He's just getting started. Remember, he made the semifinals of the US Open last year, and that was his first breakout. 2025's been like his best year, but it's also his first best year. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the start of Draper this year. Like last year, end of last year, he showed us like, oh wow, okay, he could do some damage, and now this year he's proving that that's correct. Next year, who knows if he goes up another level or if he does something more. You know, he might have a dip. I mean, players sometimes rise and then fall and then rise again, right? He might, struggle to defend the titles, but then again, I think Draper's going to get slams. He's going to win a slam. I think he'll win a slam, one slam at least, minimum. All right, 30-15. Lehechka serving for the set. All right, 30-15. Lehechka serves. Into the backhand Draper. Draper in there. 40-15. Lehechka to take the first set. Also 15-30. That goes out by Sonmez. And, oh no, sorry, it was a fault, was it? 15-30 chance for Eala for the double break in the second. All right, 40-15. Lehechka serves. Fault. Second serve. Serve to the backhand Draper. Return goes back into Lehechka. Draper backhand goes out. Lehechka first set. 6-4. Only the one break needed. And that was at the very first game of the set. So Lehechka broke, then held. And held and held and held. All right. Also, Eala's got a chance for a double break. And she hits a passing shot winner to Sonmez. Saves one, 30-40. 30-40. All right. All right. And Eala breaks. Sonmez hits it out. Eala takes the double break. 4-1 in the second. She's 2 games away from just sweeping through this match. Okay. All right. Eala takes a double break in the second. So chat, at this rate, we can watch Zverev versus Medvedev as well. Yay. Let's go. All right. Eala 4-1. Double break Eala. All right. Draper serving first in the second, by the way. First set went to Lehechka. Love 15. Eala serving again. As Sonmez hits it out in the return, 15-0. Oh, pardon me, 15-0. As Eala serves again. In the backhand of Sonmez. Backhand to the forehand of Sonmez. Into the forehand of Eala. Sonmez slice. Goes long. 30-15. Serve again. Into the forehand of Sonmez, who hits a return winner, 30-0. Not watching Jack. As Eala goes to the back of Sonmez. Eala with the forehand down the line to the forehand of Sonmez. Into the forehand of Eala. Sonmez backhand on the stretch. As Eala hits it in the net. And it's 30-40. Break back point for Sonmez. Draper holds, by the way, 1-love in the second. All right, 30-40. Serve out wide. Into the back end of Sonmez. Forehand from Eala as Sonmez slices it back. Into the forehand of Eala. Sonmez down the line. Eala with the forehand cross. Sonmez gets with the backhand into the forehand of Eala. To the forehand of Sonmez. Down the line is a winner, and Sonmez gets a break back. 4-2. Eala with a break. 4-2. All right, 4-2 Eala. As Lehechka gets 15 all. As Lehechka serves again. Fault. Second serve. As Lehechka gets a lovely drop shot. Draper gets there but puts in the net, 30-15. As it'll forehand now from Sonmez. Eala with a slice, but it's not good enough. Sonmez puts away the volley, 15-0. Will Sabalenka still be number one after a loss? Yes. Very much so. Sabalenka should be number one until at least the US Open. As that goes out by Eala, 30-15. Sonmez serves again. Sonmez with a serve in the net. Second serve. Serve to the forehand of Eala. Back into Sonmez to the back of Eala. As Sonmez forehand down the line to the forehand of Eala. Crossed into the back of Sonmez. Sonmez hits it long. And it's 30-0. All right. 30 all. So Lehechka puts away the volley at 30 all, and he gets a 40-30. As Sonmez backhand inside out winner, 40-30 for Sonmez. All right. 40-30 on both courts. Sonmez puts away the volley and she gets to fourth. Eala goes to 4-3, but Sonmez hangs on. Also, Lehechka holds 1-all. One all in the second. He won the first 6-3. 6-4. 6-4. He won the first 6-4. All right, Draper serves. Into the forehand of Lehechka. Backhand from Draper to the backhand of Lehechka. Lob goes up. Draper with a smash. Lehechka with a slice. Draper forehand into the forehand of Lehechka. The backhand of Draper. And as Lehechka forehand down the line. Goes long and it's 15-love. $15-love. As return goes in the net, 30-love Draper. All right, Draper holds 2-1. He stays in front in the second. All right. As Eala serving with the break in the second, 4-3. $15-love. As Sonmez hits it out, 30-love. All right, 30-love as we just slice. Nope, the serve was apparently called a let. As Eala serves again. The return goes in the back. It'll be Eala. Now from Sonmez. Goes out. 40-love. $40-love. As Eala serves the fault, second serve. As the backhand return goes in the backhand of Eala. For now from Sonmez on the stretch. Eala goes down the line. Sonmez gets it back into the front of Eala. Again, the front of Sonmez. Eala forehand cross. Sonmez backhand goes out. Eala 5-3. In the second, she's one game away from getting to the final round of qualies. Okay. Love 15, by the way. Draper winning the first point of the game. As Lehechka eventually hits it out. Love 30. Chance for Draper to break. Love 30. Love 30. As Lehechka serves a fault. Second serve. Serve is a double fault. Love 40. Draper chance to break in the second. Also love 30. Sonmez in trouble. Eala's about to get the break and win the match. Please don't put scores in the chat. Love 30 Eala. As Lehechka serves against Draper, that's a fault. Eala returns into the backhand, into the front of Sonmez. Sonmez is a winner. 15-30. Love 40 as we're served to the front, back into Draper for now from Lehechka's a winner. One save. 15-40. As we go to return into the front of Sonmez. Back enough from Eala on the stretch. Sonmez into the front of Eala. Crossed and long from Eala. 30-0. Still break point for Draper. Return goes into the front of Lehechka. Draper backhand. Into the front of Lehechka. Draper backhand again to the front of Lehechka. Draper backhand again into the Lehechka forehand. Draper on the stretch is out. And it's 30-40. Two saved. As Eala 30-0. She's 2 points away from taking the win. Sonmez wins a point though. Eala hits a wide 40-30. 40-30. And Draper can't break. We get the deuce. All right, 40-30 here. Sonmez overhits him. We get the deuce. Chance for Eala to take this win. Yeah, Eala plays tomorrow in the qualies as well. She's got to play one more match in the qualies to make the main draw. And she'll play the number 1 seed of the qualies tomorrow, which is not easy as Draper hits a backhand winner. He gets another break point. Advantage Draper. All right. Serving the front of Eala. Return is into the back of Sonmez. Eala forehand to the backhand again of Sonmez as Eala slice on the stretch. Sonmez comes in with an easy volley, but it goes straight to Eala. Lob goes up. Sonmez smash. Forehand again from Eala, and then eventually Sonmez puts it away. All right. Advantage Sonmez. All right. Draper. Can't break. Back to deuce.
Zverev vs Medvedev. Choose your pick.
I'm going to go Medi in 3. But thank you for the donation. Also, thank you, Zero, for the 7 months. All right. Advantage Sonmez, but she hits it out and we're back to deuce. Yeah, the winner of this plays Baptiste in the qualies. And Baptiste is tough. Draper just hit the ball way out of the stadium. Is he going to get in trouble for that? Draper just smacked that ball so far out of the stadium. That was silly. Yeah, he got in trouble for that. He pretended like he shanked it, I think. And now he's smacking his shoe. I tell you what, Draper is pissed off. He is not having fun. He is not having fun. We had love 40, so... Hey, Elaine, thank you for the 24 months. Can't believe it's been 2 years already. It's been awesome. Thanks, Cam, for all the streams. Hey, no worries, Elaine. Thank you for the 2 years. All right, advantage Sonmez, and advantage Lehechka, but Lehechka wins the game, and it's 2-0. As we're backhand into the backhand of Sonmez. Sonmez hits a wide, we're back to deuce. Draper's very frustrated. Yeah, he's not happy. He is very frustrated. All right, back to deuce. Sonmez trying to hold. Eala trying to win. As Sonmez serves a fault, second serve. By the way, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We have so much tennis over the next 3 weeks, and then after that, we take a break for the first time in months where we get to chill. And then we come back and do the hard court season, and second half of the season is a go. But yeah, 3 weeks more of grass after this week, and then 3 slams down with the US Open swing to go. Match point for Eala to take her spot in the second round of qualies to get one step closer to the main draw. As we serve now into the forehand of Eala, return the backhand of Sonmez. As Eala forehand again to the backhand of Sonmez. Into the forehand of Eala, who goes down the line. Great shot. Sonmez on the stretch in the net. There it is. Eala wins. Eala is into the final round of quali. She's going to take on Baptiste, who is not an easy player. She's also the number 1 seed at this tournament, or in the qualies. So that's not going to be easy. They hug it out at the net. They apparently used to play doubles, somebody in the chat said before. So, old doubles partners. So they're friendly. So that was nice. And Eala wins. GG's. All right. And now, because of Eala winning so quickly, we can watch Zverev and Medvedev too. So that's fun. And they're about to start, so this is good timing too. Draper, by the way, he's in trouble. 30-0. At the end of this game, we'll merge the streams. If you want to keep watching the Draper match, and eventually Alcaraz and all the other players, jump on over here. Stick around. You might have come here for Eala, but there's still plenty of tennis going on. Maybe stick around and you might find a favourite on the men's side as well. As a forehand passing shot from Lehechka. Draper goes for the volley, but he missed it. 30-40. Lehechka to take the break in the second. Draper is not having fun. 30-40. Draper serves. To the back of Lehechka. Return is out. Draper survives. Deuce. We get the deuce, but if you want to keep watching Draper, come on over. Eala wins. We'll probably watch her tomorrow as well. Take on Baptiste in the final round of qualies. And she gets one step closer to the main draw of Eastbourne and qualifying for another tournament because she's actually played the qualies a lot this year. And she has qualified a few times. So she is winning matches, not on the main draw, but she is winning matches in qualies, and those matches add up and for confidence. And this was one of the best results she's had on the grass so far. So great win for Eala. She gets it done. As Draper hits a forehand out, and Lehechka's got a break point to break in the second. Zverev Medvedev also on court. But Eala, she wins.